Humans in 1 minute of plank exercise. Help. Darks and dog or life. LMAO week. Chill out Biggie, it's not for you. I wish I spent more time arguing online. Me replying back a week and a half later like I'm fine and you. Me staring at my wife admiring her beauty. My wife, what dumb you wanna fight? When your girl is arguing with her little sister and you hear the little sis saying shut up before I tell him. Me has money. My project car, is it for me? I move a millimeter an image in my document of Microsoft Word, my document. So can we talk? Talk about what? Us? Why you wanna talk about the United States? I'm not where I want to be. But I'm proud I'm not where I used to be. Procrastinate when you know you should be out exterminating the universe but you just can't get in the mood. LGBTQ rally applauding me for being supportive of trans rights. Me who thought trans meant transformers. Atheism leaving my body when I'm pooping at my crush's house and the toilet won't flush. Interviewer, why do you want to work for Facebook? Me, I'm keen on protecting people's data and want them to have a good user experience. Interviewer, me, haha I'm joking I don't give a shit. Interviewer, haha OMG I was like what LMAO. I'm not like other girls. Edgelords in 2015. Edgelords in 2025. Opened the family safe only to find my husband's 3-year-old Oreos and none of our passports. Top proof that we are not a spinning ball. 100% unrefutable proof of a flat earth. The ball is lead. It's flat guys, it's flat. I was wrong. The earth is not flat. I was so wrong. The earth definitely isn't flat. I'm an ex-flat earther. You are being manipulated by con men. What it feels like for ADHD people to listen to someone finish a sentence they already understood within the first few seconds. I wish I spoke French. I wonder that this says, la cause lec. You wear socks to keep your feet warm at night. All my home is use, the tuck. You don't always have to apologize for everything, you're good. Me, oh okay sorry. Me, how old were you? American, oh I was a freshman. Me and European, I still have no idea how old you were. Someone from the UK, I'm in 6th form. Me, how many regenerations do you have left? The one thing I wish every kid knew is that you absolutely are going to have to totally start over in life probably a couple of times. Your career, your marriage, your social circle, your sense of identity. At least one of them is going to be like a sandcastle hit by a wave. Homo sapiens naming themselves the wise human. Never forget when Keanu Reeves turned down $1 million Marvel contracts but said yes to SpongeBob movie roles. My face when I realize AI slops will eventually chill all social medias and make people go outside and touch grass. How are you not led? Imperial units, I have no idea. You guys ever just deep that there's people out there in the world better than professionals but just never had the chance or opportunity? From now on we are going to stop procrastinating and do our shit on time, starting Monday. Today is Monday, next Monday. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, me. Just cleared out some space in the freezer. Sounds so much more productive than I just polished off another pint of ice cream. Some people don't understand that sitting in your own house alone in peace eating snacks and minding your business is just priceless. Grandparents when you watch TV for 1 hour, I sleep. Grandparents when you play games for 10 minutes, real shit. Me, alright I'm about ready to leave if all goes well I should get there right on time. My urge to take a gigantic shit. You don't even seem that mentally ill. Thanks 90% of my energy is consumed by masking it and I use the other 10% on memes. Sydney Sweeney my favorite tennis girl. I could stare at this for hours but I would still loot her in the head if Told me too, that's chivalry, that's what it means to be a knight. How MFs would look at you if you sneezed during Prime 2020. Me too bag, me too, heavy and awkward. 8-year-old me on a hard level, the controller, my older brother. Me thinking about something awkward I said 2 years ago. Me on the internet stating my political opinion. Me at work when two co-workers are screaming at each other over Trump and one of asks me for my opinion. The car you're interested in can sit 6 people without any problems. I don't think I know 6 people without any problems. Me visits Japan. Also me wondering if Godzilla was just a normal sized lizard. Mind your head. English botanists discovering a new wildflower, Stinking Willy. You can say, have a nice day and no problem, but you can't say enjoy the next 24 hours and not sound vaguely threatening. How Americans look at someone who learned English 2 years ago as their third language mispronounce Colonel. Me as I ask everyone how they like their burger cooked and proceed to cook them all the same. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Download 99%. Download failed. Just made about 15 servings of the worst pasta I have ever had in my entire life. Bloodborne remaster may not be as led as we thought. Jarvis, I'm low on ad revenue. When you sent out a text before you showered and you come back to see no notifications and you're just wondering where you went wrong. Reasons to live. I'm so glad people know how to build bridges because if it was my job I simply wouldn't be able to. How I be feeling when I start a sentence with furthermore. Woman hangs up after telling the 911 operator she strangled a home intruder to Seth in self-defense. The home intruder she tied up. Walk without rhythm to avoid attracting the worms. Such a power move to raise a generation of children and then talk shit about how poorly they were raised. In this world it's krill or be krilled. Krilltail. Distracted while on the phone with a guy from IT, I decided to Google his name to see what he looked like, completely forgetting I had shared my screen with him. Wow, the fortune cookies here really are more accurate. If you want people to respect you as an authority figure, then treat your employees or students or kids as people and not pawns for your power trips. Real Madrid players after scoring a goal. Historic astronaut. Underrepresented astronaut. Hish hish hish, check this out. He's gonna explain wormhole with a pen through a folded paper. Me at 9 PM. Okay, one more YouTube video then I'll go to bed. Me at 3 in the morning. Could Bigfoot learn karate? Sully from Monsters Inc. watching a soon to be divorced father loot a sleeping child in the head before turning the gun on himself. Is he one of us? NASA discovers door on Mars. Jehovah's Witnesses. Difference between Europeans and Americans. Guess I'll lie. When I'm at brunch and the butter knife provided isn't sharp enough to cut through my sourdough toast. When I can smell dinner cooking downstairs. I don't really like tequila but a few shots won't hurt. The next morning. Guy rule. If something cannot be fixed by sheer force or by swearing at it, it is a piece of shit not worth fixing anyway. Me at work pretending I'm helping. I bet you can't do it. I can. Look. Damn, you're really a jock. Guy, bro, do you even lift? Me, yeah bro, I lift people's spirits. Top 3 genuine mysteries to date. Will we ever discover life that doesn't live on Earth? Are we truly capable of moving past fossil fuels in time? Why did the Boondocks get cancelled but Velma got a second season? You meet a cute girl. You actually got a lot in common. She has an OnlyFans. She has an OnlyFans. Just found out pickles are cucumbers. I can't effing breathe. This is how I felt when I figured out raisins. What about raisins? This math thing kinda easy. Syntax error. When you see photos of yourself from 5 years ago, oh honey no, what were you thinking? Me at my job secretly applying for another job. POV, you had an argument with your mother 3 hours ago and she is still talking alone in the kitchen. Tell me about your paranormal experiences. I have been ghosted by multiple women. How lucky I get ghosted by everyone. Who you gonna call? Doesn't matter, they won't call him back. When you joke about serious issues and someone writes an essay in the comments. Me when I get asked any question. This truck has a jellyfish launcher. I honestly hate that we have normalized the idea that all opinions are valid. I think we should get back to telling people that they are ill-informed and ignorant. Me in the morning trying not to fall asleep again. When you already know the truth and they are still lying. The police just showed up and took the dog. What? Why? And paid parking tickets. Why did I marry you? Nobody. Corporations in June. You know I'm something of a gay myself. 2020. Just tell me the name of the movie or show you want and I will bring it for you even if it's the rarest of rare. 2025. This channel is unavailable due to copyright infringement. Big companies when June begins. I'm once again gay.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.